auto Q into the Q auto, I guess, trade there is interesting in Hanwha Life. They survey everything. They choose a pick that works with their comp rather than one that can interact.
Be able to win this trade? I think the answer might be no, but he's still going to go for it. Does have himself the fear. Keen gets inside track as they try to lock down Bono. Gets the knock up. Keen is too damn good on the Aatrox. Hits every button. And now Tal himself has to walk away.
And Nocturne becomes a skirmishing jungler. Now we see him
in the wings.
He was revealed there, but I'm not sure if it was a vision or not.
I think it might have been a visual bug, as Spirit does have that shield. It means he's not going to get taunted up. The ult comes in. Spirit does die, but not after the mid laner goes down first. Yukal immediately flashing after Bono. He's got this one. It's going to be the double. And Afrika Freaks are well and truly on the board. The Claw of Doom, when will it come back off cooldown? 3 members around Yukal right now is Keen. Not going to have an opportunity to get in, and he does pay for it with his life.
2 kills onto Yukal, but I'm going to wait to see if he can pull off a TP play to justify.
Not going to be able to get in there. Has teleport available here as Spirit does take the dragon, but now can Sungyun find the damage, the taunt, the flash. Yukal does get the ultimate off just in the nick of time, and now Chaos Storm comes through Proud with a flash, but misses everyone. And the Lissandra eventually falls down. Keen's got himself right into the middle of this team fight, though, has himself the World Ender running, but it's a bad news story for the Afrika Freaks. The health bar's so incredibly low. That was aggressive. Tal has the shield from the Disdain, somehow keeps himself alive, and Hanwha Life Esports dominate the team fight.
They play it oh so well. And
options there in the runes. Has
it's a gank time.
As Spirit does have himself the shield, but gets just as punched. Look at the damage, misses it, but that's just to give the kill over to Sungyun. As Protobelt doesn't steal it away from the Kai'Sa.
Spirit reading the map poorly. The jungle map wrong. You have to criticize those in the mid lane.
Yep, Proud already used his stand beside me, and the Disdain is going to throw him back into the members of Hanwha Life Esports, exactly where they wanted them. Paranoia comes down, but Justice Punch is there to answer. They will get rid of the Galio, but now Keen makes his way into the team fight, wanting to save this Afrika Freaks roster, and is going to do so by taking down Bono. They're not going to win that team fight. Getting a couple of kills
is what Afrika Freaks pick up, and that actually brings the game into a bit of parity.
Yeah, this will completely even things. Rage Blade completed. This 2-item spike is something worth talking about. Yukal not going to waste any time. Flashes immediately, but not going to be able to make enough distance with the Claw of Doom. It's a really nice exhaust to stop him from moving too far, and Lava with the timing on the Justice Punch will pick up Yukal all too easily.
Timing was important there, because another
right from under the noses of Afrika Freak. Spirit will get in there now. He has the opportunity of diving on forward. Does have the Paranoia. Gets into the pick. Doesn't steal away the Baron. It's going to be Bono that locks it down. Proud is dead. Spirit immediately dies, and Hanwha Live, they will just jump all over the top of the Afrika Freaks. They rolled the dice, and it came up double 60.
Exactly. It's all about the fight. And thus, if execution is 50-50, seems hard to see Hanwha Life not pushing forward and getting at minimum an inhibitor in the next minute or so.
Yep, all but one of those evolutions now in there for Sungyun. 3 items. The 3 items they're looking for. Hanwha should be able to get some agency on this one. Flashing forward. Yukal does manage to get the Zhonya's down in time as Keen is sort of free hitting on this back end, aiming, trying to get the Chaos Storm in a decent position, but Lava grabs that first kill, and now it's just front to back for Hanwha Life Esports. Sungyun having the greatest time ever, as this full health Kai'Sa Keen does get a knock-up, but is it going to be enough? The answer is just a straight-up no. And Hanwha have just been team-fighting better all game.
Lava's out of mana, but doesn't matter, can teleport back. Very nice, the same thing about the Baron. Where is she? Where is she? Well, she's dead in half a second here. Goodbye, Baron. Goodbye, Afrika Freaks, unless they can find a miraculous team fight to turn around this game.
And remember, this is Afrika Freaks on the blue side with that very creative draft that managed to ban away all of these key picks for Hanwha Life Esports. Not going to be able to even get this Mountain Drake as Lava just bullies them out. You were endorsing bullying yesterday, Papa Smithy, and it's happening again on the Rift today. Still a lot of damage, but that has pressured him out of this mid lane.
Lifesteal with the Hurricane, going to be massive anyway, so they can afford to make slight mistakes like that and get away scot-free.
Was it even a mistake? I mean, chunking him out, getting out of there, he calculated that he'd be able to do so.
Tal doesn't need calculations. The question of will he live, the answer is always yes.
A lot of that, you have to imagine, has to do with the fact that Proud is there on the roster as Spirit. He's been caught out, he's got no mana, and he's dead.
Baron does not spawn just yet. The Elder is a minute 40 away here and break 30 him, and we're going in deep.
Yeah, there's the flash from Bono, the hero's entrance is going to come down on top of him. It's Sungyun, that's a little bit too deep. He's going to get taken down. Tal not going to get too many fears with that one, but Afrika Freaks may have halted them without so much of their DPS available. Man, Sungyun, that was a do or die, and he definitely died.
Don't ask Sungyun how many wheat bix he eats. Eats the whole damn box, Atlas. They want to end the game, even though they don't have their Fede to carry.
Well, the flash from Lava means that they're going to be able to kill the mid laner of the Afrika Freaks, Proud and Keen. The only ones left to try and defend. And Humble Life Esports, they still have so many of their players in here. Tal just disdains the gigantic world-ending Aatrox back into the team, and it doesn't even matter.
Doesn't matter if Sungyun goes in and gives over 1,000 gold bounty when the game ends summarily. After that, ends up being the lane assignments. We've never had a Nico or Garen, the only two champions never picked in the LCK. That stat will continue.
Bono should be able to make his way over. Chains, are they going to land Yukal? Yes, has to flash, but can't take the claw. And the flash in from Bono picks up first blood. It is Olaf. Again, has to be respected.
Oh, what a disaster. Side. The mid lane's been anything but 50-50.
Well, Bono's going to Predator forward. Yukal gets hit by the first one as in goes Dread. Lava trying to find more. Bono going to be the first one to go down. Can we get the distortion damage? Dread going to fall. So it is a 1-for-1 in the end, and Yukal going to have control of this lane afterwards.
Close to trading up, but probably no... Well, we're going to see it up and close very soon because we're looking for a turret dive.
Yep, World Ender going to come in. Tal just going to try and tank up this turret for as long as possible, and there it is. WR, and then you're dead. And then the World Ender is going to be procced, so they don't even need to expend any. The Lick is not going to land there, and Dread is able to steal that one away. As there's the flash forward from Key. Really wants to get into this fight, as there it is! Killer Instinct comes in! And the Catfish picks up the kill on the bug. They're trying to go in. The Abyssal Voyage now on cooldown.
As Keen's going to find a LeBlanc.
There's another World Ender. The Umbral Dash is going to get him out of the way of the gravity field as Keen's trying to use that extra movement speed, but it just doesn't matter. Presses W in his general vicinity, and he dies.
Short nerf on the duration, not enough. Now, they're not 100% the same in that way as bot lane.
Same as Proud is going to jump forward. Devour is going to be used to try and keep Sungyun alive, but it ain't going to work. Dread just explodes him. The Catfish going to fall down afterwards, and Afrika Freaks find the kill on the back of their rookie in Proud.
Proud's best moment comes 14 minutes into game number 1.
First Infernal over for Afrika Freaks, but Humble Life already have one of those in the bank. It's not going to answer the gold too much, and it looks like Shelly is going to get some more work done here in the inner turret in mid.
Won't be able to carry. Amy has to run, and there's a lot of gap close coming.
Yeah, Abyssal Voyage, but that's right into the quickness. A lot of damage now, but Sungyun keeps himself alive with the Killer Instinct. And that is more kills coming in for Lava. Lands the Mimic Chains onto aiming, but he's not going to survive for that long. As Lava jumps on top of him, Keen finds himself on the wrong side of the rift as Tal is chasing forward.
He got him as well. He hit all three there. Mr. Lava. Lava popped off in that fight. The replay will confirm it. Sungyun's hunting for Victor.
Wow, I thought that would have hit. That's sort of like, feels like the visual bug should have been there, but Sungyun's still going to be awarded the kill on the Victor.
It feels like chains for Lava are like, all right, Yukal and Dread, you need to outplay the 2v2 mid-jungle. Hold the point, as Keen's getting collapsed on again.
Yeah, he ain't going to be outplaying this one, I don't think. Does have himself the Chaos Storm, but that is not enough Chaos, and even the buffed up True Shot Barrage will not deter them from taking down this turret.
Again, the reason why...
Much like Tal.
Oh, speaking of Tal.
Yep, he's going to dive into the backline, wants to use that World Ender for the speed, and does so. Aiming has to flash to get the hell out of there, but Lava says that you're dead, and he is! The kill's going to go over to Tal's, prestiging once again as Sungyun dives into the backline. Yukal wonders what the hell went wrong, and I'll give you the list, mate, because it is getting to be very long. Humble Life Esports,
who spent the entire game whacking away on turrets and getting ganks for him. He returns the favor. Goodbye, Baron. It's even Tal's. As they back away, the gold lead is now out of order. To some of your practice and how on the ball you are. Humble Life are really on the ball. As the poke starts, and the siege split push does as well.
And what we've been talking about when we talk about Afrika Freaks being strong is, I might need to hold this thought for a moment. Key, Devour now on cooldown, flashes immediately after spitting Sungyun out. He has to flash now as well, Grand Entrance on top of the Catfish, and he's being given up for the Ghost as the rest of the map is being torn to shreds. Keen wondering where the hell his team has gone.
Well, he knows the Kench may be benched, but everybody else taking turrets, taking inhibitors, 2 inhibitors down. 1 to defend in mid.
Oh, Tal is just moving so damn fast. Tries to jump Keen.
Esports, they just want to take this third inhibitor, and then the minions will do the rest.
This one's going to go down, Tal. Once again, looking for that sweet play, but doing it with full vision available. Yukao going for the last desperation play. It didn't work out for Kingzone. Can it work out now for Hanwha Life? No! The first kill going to go over. Dread is going to fall down, but now Lava has all those pages torn out of his book. He's upset about that, but the rest of his team there for revenge. The knockups are now landing for Tal. Chaos Storm comes in. World Ender should keep Tal alive, but it doesn't even need to because the Nexus is being taken down, and Hanwha Life Esports get the 2-0 over Afrika Freaks.
The hopes are no longer alive for Afrika Freaks, ending week 1 of the LCK with a single match win, and we get it confirmed that all those names count for so little in LCK Spring 2019. Afrika Freaks, no match wins, no game wins to Kingzone, no game wins to Gen.G. A single game win to KT Rolster is the only game win for one of these famous old organizations. Hanwha Life are feeling good, and for good reason. They emerge with 2 match victories from a pretty tricky first, is what Kingzone is looking for, and potentially an Akali overwhelming in the side lanes. Focusing on Sandbox here, Onfleek has had 5th pick, counter pick of Press the Attack. The Press the Attack is the laning rune for doing damage. He doesn't have Conqueror to kill tanks later, so it's all about ganks.
Yep, in comes Onfleek. He's already flashed on top of Deft. It's a good flash to get out of the way of the Flay, but not enough for the death sentence. First blood is going to go down. The flash is everything, but that was an auto attack from the turret that was always going to get through. Pawn's got double buffs and a double kill as Joker is still on the wrong side of the map. Tucson will have the Bellows Breath, but he doesn't need it. He's got the knock up. Pawn trying to get in here, but I believe Joker is still dead. And that is so much for Kingzone after that very aggressive dive from Sandbox.
Just too hasty from the
side. His brain into it as well, so I really enjoyed watching Joker play. And like you say, the mechanics may not necessarily be up there, but as old men ourselves, you need to find your niche in League of Legends. Down the mid lane, Rascal. The Shroud down. Onfleek's going to turn up, but isn't going to be able to find too much here as Tucson throws out the Ornhorn, but isn't going to make it back as Joker has found himself in the middle of Kingzone. Deft able to get the burst damage, and that is just Joker in the wrong position and his team not quite able.
See the replay to understand why Joker thought he could walk through 3 control wards as Tucson's trying to interrupt Ghost.
Does find himself the knock up here as Ghost trying to juggle these axes as best he can. Does use the flash, but there's the mini stun against the wall. Lots of damage comes in, means that kill will be traded. A lot of those adoration stacks will be stacked in despite the fact that...
Further reward as we're fighting over this one, Atlas.
Yep, Rascal's going to jump his way forward. Does have the ultimate there.
Akali got it!
Oh my god! Managed to pick it up, I think, with the ult. Steps out of the Shroud, but that is going to mean that he dies. That's a great performance already, though. You'll probably take the death, as Pawn will have to do the same. Zombie Scion's not going to be picking anyone up as he's got slowed down. And Kingzone, they do walk away with the Dragon. Challenge for the Dragon. Here he comes again, though. The choo-choo train not going to get any stuns, but he at least gets in amongst it. Will he be dying here, though, is the question, as Rascal finds that he cannot get in there. And Pawn will just sacrifice himself. Zombie Scion will pick up some farm. That was
the original intent on the champion mid lane.
Yep, Joker taking a heck of a lot of damage. Oh, can Tucson actually line this one up? Nails it onto Joker, and the dash is going to be there to get Deft the kill. Picks that one up so easily as, we've got beams of light coming in from everywhere. Sandbox a little bit more group, but the knock-up comes down from Tucson, and that's not going to do it. Cuz in a bit of trouble, but has the heal from Deft, and now Rascal dashing around the fight, picks up the first kill. Summit could be in trouble. The perfect execution is there. He is going to lose his life, but it's only Onfleek that survives the Kingzone slaughter.
What a roller coaster of a team fight. It felt like Sandbox were getting in position, but Ghost
started off. Top lane is now back in their natural habitat.
Speaking of top laners.
Yeah, he's going to get knocked up and taken down. Cuz easily just puts the Lissandra in the ground. Maybe out of position for Dove. Not enough information there as Joker's going to get culled. Ghost does have that.
We actually got the preferable side of trading, this mid lane.
Yep, Joker once again going to get caught out. The knockup comes in. Death sentence lands, but I think it's for himself and not for anyone else. The Summit has landed the ultimate death. The fear beyond death, double fear coming in onto Tucson and to Pawn. As they follow after the Ornn, he will be taken down as Ghost cashes in. Pawn underneath the turret, Rascal there as well, but it is 4-man strong, and Joker turned it into a bait.
A bit over-eager by Kingzone as they're going for more.
Another hook is going to land. Old man Joker picks up another one as Rascal is able to get himself out with the perfect execution, but Pawn will be falling as a result. Zombie Scion will limp his way back to base, and now Sandbox as well. Health bars are pretty nice for a lot of the carries. Yeah, Rascal's able to dive forward. Can he steal this one as well? He's one Dragon. Can he get it? Down to 25. Not going to happen as Onfleek picks that one up. But man, that was too close for comfort. The flash to follow Rascal through there as he finishes him off in the end. Damn, that was way too close.
Rascal
with an Infernal of their own.
And I love watching Sandbox. They're such an honest team, Atlas. It felt like Griffin were cheating. Not supposed to be that good coming from challenges, the LCK, and beating all the big boys. Noses ahead, but Kingzone, there's going to be little mistakes like this to try to exploit.
Well, that is going to be the Dark Passage. Summit now going into the stopwatch there as well. Knock-up is nice from Tucson, but he takes so much damage. First kill does go over to Pawn, who does have the movement speed available to get on top of this. Kha'Zix, he'll be the second one, and they're dropping like flies. Claw of Doom will get Dove out, but Doom is not...
CS lead is looking pretty good. A lot of good options here. This is a speculative ult.
Yeah, Joker. Is he going to get stunned? It's going to take the damage, but not going to be the case as Pawn has to flash his way out. The double TP once again as Summit finds his way into the backline, and Cuz already taken down to that Guardian Angel on fleek, will be traded most likely, as that is a great prediction on the ultimate from Rascal, and now Summit has to try and get out. Cuz, what are you doing there, bud? He's just going to get taken down by Ghost. A little bit too far forward is now Akali on the sidelines, and Kingzone are all split up. Tucson trying to get out, but I don't think that dash is quite going to be enough. The heal used just for the movement speed, but Ghost doesn't have the W available and couldn't get it in time underneath the turret. The Gen G series,
they like Baron.
It was a weird Baron dance situation where they were trying to dance with it as often as they possibly could. More knockup's going to come in as the Call of the Forge God has been used already. Rascal wanting to try and go for yet another steal. Cuz not able to get in there on time as On Fleek locks down the Baron. And now Rascal gets into the backline. Deft is free hitting with the ultimate available as well. So Summit gets into the backline as best he can. Wants to try and get rid of this Lucian, who you can see is just skating around the rift. But Ghost, does he have the W? Can he get there? Kingzone going the wrong direction, trying to get the hell out of dodge. Baron available, and Sandbox looking for kills afterwards as well. Cuz just taken down. A great claw, the Glacial Path. Gets the Lissandra in and flashes after Deft. They need to respect the damage, but On Fleek should be able to burst him out, and he does.
They get the cleanup kills there. Sandbox to the bowl, the spoils. They're the one that forces Kingzone to come from multiple around him. All the other chess pieces were falling over. Speaking of falling over, this will be first inhibited of the game at 30 minutes. Probably not a game ender. But they walk up here. They stay in position. Remember, the enemy knows that the Kha'Zix can't be around. They don't feel strong enough to contest three members of Sandbox.
You landed onto Summit. Probably not going to be kicking him back now as Rascal trying to defend, but not going to be able to stop the super minions and On Fleek, and that opens up the rest of the base. Sandbox able to take down the second inhibitor. Do have the inhibitor turret still available on the bottom side of the map, but 8,000 gold now the lead, and Sandbox don't want to waste any more time. There's the claw.
It's the last minion wave. They're trying for something.
Yeah, Rascal has to go into that Zonya's Hourglasses. They do have the Ornhorn. It only gets the knock up on the Thresh, though. That is not the target that they needed to CC. And Dove gets into the backline, gets everyone with his buttons, and Rascal now underneath his fountain. No way to save anybody else. As Cuz goes down, followed very quickly by Tucson. Now Pawn, Rascal, and Deft, the last men standing. But what can they do? The base is just being torn apart. And Sandbox are going to go 3-0 in their first week of the LCK. What is it with these young guns? Everyone seems to be winning if you're coming in from Challenger for 2019, and they will finish off the Nexus and claim that first victory against Kingzone.
Our promotion teams, Damwon Gaming and Sandbox, have played 5 games and won all of them, Atlas. This one was a bit of a rough one, but Sandbox on paper and in practice.
Detriment for his entire team in the past. But with a Lucian, is that exactly what you want? Yes, you can pick him up while he's using the culling and shoot it out of your belly.
For his Camille cooldown, you can see 3 seconds on hookshot.
Yeah, Rascal going to get slowed down here, gets bonked back towards On Fleek, who doesn't quite have that hookshot available just yet. Redemption going to come in from Naeon, but he's still going to go down most likely. Hookshot's going to be there, the flash, and On Fleek nails the gank topside for first blood.
That was actually pretty next level when it comes to how to play that out.
But now there is no flash. No flash on Fleek either, but Rascal will lose a lot of his health bar here. Doesn't have the ability to be that choo-choo train, and they are going to finish this one off. Summit not even going to get knocked up, so he'll keep most of his health bar.
We're just learning about damage ranges here. Press the attack, and Jace, thank you very much. They get us.
Going to win out of this trade here as well, as Ghost goes down very, very low. Cuz going to be able to take the Cloud Drake. There's Drake number 1 as he's going to eat some honey fruit, but On Fleek wants to find his hook shot. Nails the stun there, but Neon gets the trouble bubble through the wall. Cuz very, very low, and OnFleek finds himself on the wrong side of the rift. He'll be taken down. Death grabs that kill, but it's a trade immediately as Cuz falls. Joker can be devoured at this point, but that's going to be on cooldown. He's going to get out of the way for now as the beach ball.
Straight control, the ward's not actually going to allow Kingzone to interrupt this unless they fully commit.
Yeah, and all that information was actually there for Kingzone as well, but they decide they're not going to try and contest for this Infernal Drake, which will go into the hands of Sandbox very, very easily, really going his way here in the LCK.
Nice little trade here from Deft. He gets to press the attack procs. A lot of damage on the Ghost. Cuz looking
yeah,
for it.
There's the flash, gets the leap strike, doesn't get the W. A hook lands. It's a beautiful one, and Cuz, he avoids the whirling death, but it's not going to avoid the death of himself as the Kha'Zix is going to be taken down. Rascal now has the shield there, but it will dissipate. And Kingzone are going to run away a little bit too far. But Cannon Minion will go down, and as we tick over to 20 minutes, we've got it engaged. Naehan gets flashed on by OnFleek, does have himself the stopwatch available though, and Joker saves his life. Whirling Death picks up so much damage, and OnFleek gets another hookshot, gets in on top of Death. The red buff gonna tick down, but not enough to take out the Lucian. Now Tucson eats himself the grey health to keep him alive as OnFleek is engaging absolutely everywhere. Eventually gets taken down by a stray paddle star, I believe maybe even a trouble bubble as Neon gets one on the back end. And Ghost, he backs away, he takes out a Mountain Drake, and it feels like Sandbox, their jungler is 5 people at once.
And he's the one that's separating the two teams because they trade up in terms of kills while Ghost just pops down and says, well, screw this, I'm taking a Drake. They'll slowly pick up the Mountain Drake on the back end, and once again, when it's the clutch, Neon is pretty exposed.
Yeah, Dove going to be the goalkeeper here. Does get all of his damage down. Tucson has to use that Devour, means Def now has to be a little bit more careful. We've got this fight erupting on multiple fronts as now Ghost with the full shield is going to be there. And Cuz, the Whirling Death going to be blocked by Rascal. So it comes back a little bit prematurely, and Kingzone will limp away from this one. Naehan is so extraordinarily low, but can be very, very tricky to pin down in these team fights. Hero's Entrance not going to get anyone knocked up as Kingzone. They're just getting lower and lower. Finally, the accelerated shock blast gets it, and Summit jumps his way forward with his hammer out. So much damage from Sandbox as they just clean up the low health members of Kingzone. This will be the ace, and a triple kill coming in for Summit.
It's close to a clean ace and Baron as well for the side of Sandbox. 5 for 1, and they turn onto the Baron. The firing squad was there. The firing squad was Sandbox, and Kingzone had nowhere to run.
They were literally backs against the wall, and Kingzone just had to stand there and watch as they fell down. The Jace poke, not very many wrong decisions to make here as, Kingzone going for one last-ditch effort, and Ghost still hasn't fallen down yet. Hero's Entrance just to zone everyone away as Cuz gets hit by the Whirling Death, but does survive for the moment. First kill will be over to OnFleek as Kingzone start this one up. It's a really good knock-up onto Dove, who wants to get himself the taunt. Justice Punch comes in, finds a double instantly onto Deft and Naehan. How did that even happen? I thought he was caught, but who caught who? Is now Joker wants to get the play onto Rascal, who doesn't have many options. He picks up one kill. Now will find himself the Blast Cone, but is taken down by Ghost. Summit will be here as well, as Ghost not going to get taken down by this zombie. Most likely is Summit. Almost allows that one to happen, but slows down the zombie Scion.
In every single way, that was the epitome of you spoke too fast, a team fight. A lot happening on both sides. I was focused on the bot side. Only says, you know what? I'm going to go in and gets the two-man taunt into killing both carries. Can you do any more as a damn Galio?
It's just disgusting amounts of damage. OnFleek looks for it again. The double kill! Probably going to come in. No, it's not. OnFleek deserved that one, though. The kill into hookshot looked glorious from this guy's Camille. These new players come in and they make Camille look like a completely different champion here in the LCK.
I think that might just be GG. Look at the death timers here. We're pushing up. Death's out of position, and Sandbox won't end the game.
Yep. Neon, not a lot he can do either. The culling is going to come forward, but the turrets are falling down. OnFleek will die, but it will be a trade for the Scion there as well.
Scion dying is not so bad because you can kill the minion wave. Next minion wave is a while away. Can they finish on this push?
Not entirely sure. The Baron buff has, of course, worn off. Sandbox still with 4 members, still pushing up towards this last remaining Nexus turret. Remember, they've got a lot of damage with the Jace available
risky.
at the same time. Tucson jumps forward. He's just going to explode before the Grey Health can even be used as Cuz wants to get an extra kill. Hero's entrance is going to reposition the Gallios. Now, Cuz, does he have enough? No, he does.
Oh, Sandbox.
Able to take him down, and Sandbox, have they bitten off more than they can chew? Guardian Angel now down as Ghost goes into the stopwatch. Def trying to do more. The empowered shock blast is there, and Summit will finish off the Nexus. It was messy, but it was finished.
Unconventional, but successful on the side of Sandbox in two different ways over two different series. 4-0 is still a surprising spot to find Sandbox at the end of their first week of LCK play ever. And 0-4 is the new norm for Kingzone Dragon X. They have a lot to work on coming into week 2 of LCK Spring.
And it's just not the result that you'd expect coming into the LCK, but one we're getting used to now. Dumb One Gaming also 4-0, Sandbox joining them from Challengers Korea, and also